Welcome back to Warrior Football. I'm Brady Beaton. I'm here with Kane Quinlan for the Senior Spotlight. Kane, it's been a long journey for you. You've been here a long time. You've seen just about everything. I guess I'll just start with, how do you feel the start to your senior season has gone? And then we'll get into talking about more of your career as a whole.
I feel like it definitely could have been better last week. I feel like there were things we could build on as a team, though. I feel like we started out well, and then as the game went on, we just got to keep doing what we do. But I feel like we'll definitely turn that around this week. So.
All right, Kane, you've seen just about everything in your time here. I mean, you've gone through a coaching change. You've gone through the the non-COVID season. You've had the ups, you've had the downs. What's the time been like here? And, I mean, the experience you draw on, I don't think anything can surprise you at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's definitely flown by with all the COVID stuff. That just made like a year and a half, 2 years disappear, I feel like. So it's flown by, but at the same time, it's definitely felt like I've gotten a lot of good experience here and had some good times out on the field. So,
being one of the older guys, what's something you try to pass on to the younger guys that they look up to you with, and what's the message you try to relay as younger guys come into the program and it's kind of a new era here at Wayne State?
I try to just tell them just keep working every day. I mean, the scout team stuff, don't take that for granted. You're going against the ones every day. That'll get you better. So just because you're on scout team, that doesn't mean you're any less impactful on this team. That doesn't mean you can just take that day off. Like, you're getting better, and you're also making our guys for that week better as well. So.
What was one thing when you got to Wayne State or just got to college football in general that kind of surprised you that you maybe weren't expecting, or that was the culture shock, I guess would be the best way to put it?
I mean, I feel like it might be a basic answer, but everyone in high school comes from being the guy in high school to coming here, and you're all of a sudden a small fish in a big pond again. So especially at the lineman position, you have to do a lot of growing up in terms of maturing with your body and getting stronger and all that before you can really help the team out, because there's a big difference in size and strength when you get here to college. So
let's talk a little bit about off the field stuff. You didn't come very far. You stayed pretty close to home, but what drew you to Wayne State? Was it that you got to stay close to home? Was it being in Detroit? What made Kane Quinlan decide, I want to be a Wayne State Warrior?
I don't know if it was being close to home. I mean, obviously that part has been nice as the years have gone on, but when I took my official visit here, it just felt like a family. Like everyone here cared about each other, cared about making each other better and how we were all doing. So I just committed the day after my official visit. So that's really all it was. It felt like the right fit for me, from coming from a high school that felt like close like that, and then it felt the same here. So that's sort of why I picked Wayne State.
What's the transition been like? Came in under Coach Winters and his regime, now Coach Wheatley. What has that transition been like the last really 9 months or so now that we're getting into the season? Was it smooth? Were there some bumps along the road? How'd you feel it went?
I'd say there was a learning curve at first, I'm sure, with everybody, as it's a whole different culture, whole different staff. So I feel like the team had become pretty complacent when it came to losing. We hadn't had the best couple seasons prior to this, but I feel like that's sort of the mindset of this team is sort of flipping now, and we're more hungry and aggressive this year for sure.
Let's talk a little bit about after football's done. At some point, you're going to have to hang up the cleats, put the shoulder pads away. What's Kane Quinlan going to be doing? Where are Warrior alumni going to see you? What part of the business sector, or what part of your career are you going to take?
Yeah, so I have a full-time job offer that I just recently accepted last week at Accenture. It's one of the biggest consulting firms in the world, so I'll be there starting next fall after I'm done here this season. So.
Well, congrats. It has to be really nice knowing that you have a very smooth transition, that you're not going to have to worry about finding a job. Congratulations. That's pretty impressive to have a gig before you're even done.
Thank you.
So I'm going to assume you want to stay in Detroit, you want to stay in Southeast Michigan, not planning on traveling, at least for your job at all?
Yeah, not in the foreseeable future, no. I'll be staying around here. I'll be at Wayne State football games for the foreseeable future. So I have no plans of getting out of Southeast Michigan anytime soon. So
Well, Kane, thank you so much. Appreciate you sitting down with us for a little bit, and stay healthy the rest of the year, and good luck.
Thank you.
He's Kane Quinlan. I'm Brady Beaton, and you're listening to WDTK, The Patriot.